Alright guys, Evan here with my shitty apartment. I'm going solo this week. Shelly's gone a little crazy with this whole fixing thing, you know, a little aggro, so I'm going to give her a bye week and try to do this one on the fly. Have a little me time. And as you can tell, we are in my shitty apartment. I've got a lot of work to do on my own place. Got art here. Where is it? There. Got it. Lamps. Bare walls, a lot of stuff to do. And in my sprucing up projects, I am going to start off with painting my own room. So why don't you guys come take a journey with me? We'll go to Home Depot and turn my shitty apartment into a little bit less shitty of an apartment. Put a little blush on it. You know, make it a little nicer.
Knock. Hey, wakey, Evan.
Oh shit, Shelly, hey.
Hey, I heard you were working on some solo projects?
No, Shelly.
Because what do I say about teamwork?
Always be a team. I promise.
Always be a team!
Oh,
Now get dressed.
Crazy.
Hurry up.
Crazy. Hi, Evan back here with our joint episode that we're doing together. Quick trip to the ER, fine. Sometimes you patch holes that happen in your wall. I'm happy to fix it together. Tools! Here we have drywall products for patching. So we have drywall tape, which is for seaming drywall sheets. It's not us. It's not what we want for patching. Get rid of it. Here we have our drywall repair patching kits, which are just square mesh adhesive backed covers for holes, which is what we want to cover the hole that somebody graciously made. It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
Keep moving.
Yeah, okay. We also want sandpaper to patch or to prep the holes, and also sand down the ready patch that we're going to use on top of it. So here are the putty knives we've got, and you really don't want to use plastic. It's just, they're cheaper, but it's just going to cause way more hassle than you want. They're not easy to use, they don't spread nice and clean. You want to spend the bucks and get the metal ones. It's going to spread a lot cleaner, a lot easier to clean off as well. This is what you want for your money.
What size?
We have a 3-inch and a 1.5 inch. I would just go ahead and get the 3-inch. It's just the most multi-purpose. 1 inch is usually just a little too small, and you end up just dropping stuff off of it because it doesn't have as much surface area to scoop out the ready patch.
Beautiful. Stop.
All these different patching putties are pretty much the same, and for what you're using it for, patching very small holes or medium-sized holes, it doesn't really matter. You don't own it. It's just your apartment. We have some already. I just wanted to show you this section, but those are your options. I would say something like Ready Patch, or you've got these small little painter's putties up here. It really doesn't matter. I would go for cheapest. We're here patching this hole that mysteriously came in, that I'm happy to patch. So we're going to start off. We have 150 sandpaper. We've got a 4-inch by 4-inch patch. We'll get to that in a second. What I want to do is I want to sand down around the hole that we have, at least 4 inches by 4 inches where the patch is going to land. I have an eggshell texture here, which is a little wavy. I want to knock all those waves down so it's nice and smooth so the patch has the most area to make contact with. Oh, I'm sanding, so safety. We have our 4x4 adhesive back wall patch. It comes with a covering on the back, which I've removed, and it has a covering on the front, which we'll remove once it's applied. It's pretty straightforward. I've sanded down my wall. I've taken a wet rag, wiped that down, remove all dust, and then dried it off with another rag. And right now we're just going to place pressure on it as we remove our front covering. Boom, set it and forget it, right? Remember, like those commercials? Right?
So we're going to go with some spackle paste. So essentially what we're actually doing here when we're patching this wall is we actually want to blend, there's a slight ridge from where this patch point is to the wall, and so we're going to actually try and blend in the patch into the wall, so when we come to later sand it, there will be, you know, a slight raise, but we're going to blend it in so that to the eye you don't really see anything. So we'll get a bit of spackle paste. I don't have a bit of wood or anything, so I'm just using a Corona packet right now. Take out a bit of my spackle, take out a little bit of a chunk so that then you can work it, get any lumps out of it. I've got a 3-inch putty knife. I'm going to go ahead, massage the spackle a little, just to get any lumps out. Make sure it's all nice and mixed around. So what you want to do when you're patching it, you want to go bigger than the patch itself is. And when you're putting it on, you want to go, you put it on, and it's going to be over, and then you want to you put it on with your knife quite horizontal, and then when you're pulling it down, you can see that I changed my hand direction to be more vertical, and the pressure is on either side of the knife. So in this situation, I'm going to put more pressure with my finger on the left side so that it's laying tight against the wall, and less pressure on this side, so there's an ever so slight angle. So this side is going to end up being flush with the wall, and then the other side is allowing a bit of patch to, a bit of the spackle to be on the patch. I think we are definitely going to want to do 2 passes. Just because it is this mesh, we don't want to go too thick. I'm a big fan of going thin and doing a couple coats.
All right, guys, so this is our patch section right here. It's kind of hard to tell because it's really starting to blend in. We're gonna do a second sand because you might be able to see some pockets here before we do a second round of patching. So we do have plastic down because we're also doing painting, but if you do not, here's an interesting tip. You take some of your painter's tape, you fold it in half with your sticky side out, give it a nice little crease, and that's going to create a shelf. You put this under the area that you're going to sand, and even if you want, you can make the shelf a little bit larger. And this is going to catch all of your sanding dust. Super helpful tip, especially if you don't have like a dust buster, you just have a vacuum cleaner. This will, bust down a lot of your dust getting on the floor.